And now, Dr. Policy coming to you with answers of a question on the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Hello, guys. I'm broadcasting to you from Salt Lake, and I do sound a bit under the weather. I have a cold, and I was really. A part of me felt like this needed to be addressed, and part of me felt like it didn't need to be, because I was like, Jimmy, aren't you beating a dead horse? But something said, no, just try it anyway. Don't just give up on the issue, just try anyway. You need to give this country your own unique perspective on this. So, the topic of today's show is to mask or not to mask. That is the question. Now, some of you are probably saying, Jimmy, come on. Really and truthfully? To mask or not to mask? Haven't we already taken care of that? Where the airlines don't require us to do that anymore? And okay, but listen to me. This should not be a matter of political question, okay? This should not be a matter of political question. The question is for you, is it a health question? A couple of days ago, I flew from Odessa, Texas to Salt Lake. And on my flight to Dallas, I asked the airlines, could I have a face mask? And they said, sure. And one of the things I noticed one of the flight attendants had said that, if someone asks for a face mask, please respect that person's wishes. I think that should be a given anyway, okay? That shouldn't be a political statement of any kind. Never in a million years did I ever think that people's health concerns should be taken over by the political perspective. Okay, and this is from your public affairs consultant here. Okay? Look, I was born in a little oil community, okay? I grew up and spent some of my summers in a little farming community in Paris, Texas, where kids, played in the dirt and stuff like that, and older adults waited for eggs to hatch from their hens and stuff. And it was a much simpler time, okay? It was the 1970s. But listen to me. Have we gone so far as to throw civil discourse out the window? Have we? Where, because things have gotten so caustic politically, that people are now afraid? If you are, let me tell you something. The James A. Hendricks School of Leadership is your voice of reason. It's from a conservative perspective, okay? But because of how things are nationally, and since I am recording from Salt Lake, I'm going to go ahead and go through this again about how I see myself politically. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Republican. I am a conservative federalist who sees some good on both sides and sees some bad on both sides. And anybody, any particular, from both parties who would try to make something like the mask an issue, it should be mandated, it should be forced. No, of course not. We shouldn't have to wear them at all, and whoever is a weirdo, okay? Both of y'all stop this. Okay? Because this is no longer a COVID issue. The news media and talk media and all that have beaten it to death with a horse. And let me tell you something. I don't come up here on podcast and talk about it often enough, because the one thing I do know, at least I know this around West Texas, people are sick and tired of hearing about it. All the banter, all the debate, getting mired out. Should you wear a mask? Should you not wear a mask? Here's my answer. Use prudence. Okay? Should you get vaccinated? Use prudence. Consult with your doctor. Seek revelation for yourself. Since when should we allow the political actors of the day dictate everything we do? Since when should everything be a political question? I'll be honest with you, I love politics as much as anybody. But the mask issue should not be a political question. In fact, to me, it no longer is. And it's not just because of COVID. There are other diseases out there. I had a brief layover in Dallas, Texas. And I sat next to a lady, who was like me, was sick and felt like she had to wear a mask. Did you catch me talking about the mask? No. In fact, I'm willing to bet a vast majority of Americans on either side of you, on either side of the aisle, don't want to hear this continued. I'm at the house of my friend Bishop Dave and his wife Emily, and they've told me, that they're tired of the same recycled stuff where they're made to be afraid. You know what? They don't have to be. As much as it is possible, I'm going to see what I can do about sending them a daily link to the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Because I don't believe in recycled news. I just don't. How is that news? How is it even newsworthy? But we've lost. Here's the thing, and I'm going to talk about this on tomorrow's show, which I'll probably record sometime here after a while. We have misplaced our values. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to talk about that. But the fact of the matter is, I'm going to talk about this masking thing again. Suppose you are in the airport, and you're flying on business, or you're flying to see a friend or something. You're probably thinking, well, Jimmy, why are you so defensive of the mask? Because I'll tell you why. One of my birth defects is I have an adrenaline deficiency. And so you mix all those germs together that's in an airplane cabin, and say I'm sick and somebody else is sick, then there's problems. My view is I have to wear a mask or I don't go. It's not a government thing. It's not a mandated thing. It's not a political thing. Okay? Let's stop inflating things to the way they are. And let's make things like they used to be. The values they used to be. Other than this distractive, defiant culture. Now with that, I hope you enjoy listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of receiving most daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and be proactively informed. I will possibly record some of the show for tomorrow, and then for this Friday. Hope I'm well soon. Take care. God bless.